Watching my ex-wife do cocaine when I was sober from cocaine, and that was a drug of choice of mine. I'm going to share this personal experience with you, and I've never shared this story before. My name is Eric. If you're new to my channel, hit the like and follow button. If you've been here before, welcome back. You know that I share a lot about my addiction, mental health. I share a lot of my lived experiences just to help anybody going through it right now. And one of the things that I had experienced in life that I never thought I would experience, I experienced it in two different ways, was my ex-wife doing cocaine in front of me. So my drugs of choice were alcohol and cocaine. And again, I share this for educational purposes only because this was difficult. And this is what you almost don't realize, getting sober even. When I got sober 7/25/17. And I was really focused in on my sobriety. This was a big deal to me. I ended up staying with my ex-wife. We shouldn't have stayed together, but we did. I kind of felt like I owed it to her. I felt like, I did a lot of really horrible things to her. I made really good money. Like I deserved to give her the life that she deserved. And I couldn't leave. I didn't know how to leave. I was afraid to leave. There was a lot of fear there, resentment there. There was so much there, but that the easiest and best thing to do would have been leave, and I didn't. So I got sober, alcohol, cocaine, and man, the first year sober, fighting through it all, and I got into my second year sober. And throughout all this, my wife was always really good. My ex-wife was really good about not drinking a ton in front of me, watching over kind of my sobriety, making sure that I was sober. She was nasty about it in some ways, but she deserved to be. I'm not the victim here. All right, neither of us were. We should have just left each other. I'm gonna put it that way. But we ended up going to a wedding. It was her cousin's wedding we went to. And I remember everybody kind of getting drunk. And she had two cousins. And if you know anything about her cousin Brittany, that was the one that I used to smash on the side and do a lot of shit with. But it wasn't her wedding, it was her brother's wedding. And we go there. We're having fun, man. This is a fun wedding. This is my first real experience out. I'm doing better with my sobriety. I'm around family. This is fun for me. I actually enjoyed this wedding, and I was really looking forward to it. And we did the whole picture thing, and my ex-wife looked good at the time. We go, the ceremony goes, we're eating, and everybody's drinking, and I didn't mind people drinking around me. Alcohol was not really hard for me. I had such a weird focus on alcohol that I can't drink. The one thing I never ever really thought about is people are gonna bring cocaine around me. And I smoked at the time. Her cousin Brittany was there with her boyfriend Chris. And they're like, hey, we're all going out and smoking. So we're all go outside, we're all smoking a cigarette. And they bust out a bag and a spoon. And I just remember Brittany takes one, and they're like, hey, Amber, you want one? And Amber fucking does one right in front of me. And I just remember my heart sank. I was like, I can't believe this. It shut me down. It made me emotionally numb. And if you've ever experienced this before, comment down below. Because I'm really curious of if you've gotten sober and then the person that you're with does the substance in front of you. This is my DOC that you're doing. And I remember all I wanted to do was do some. And they didn't offer it to me, and I'm grateful that they didn't, because if they would have, I probably would have. But there they just did. And then they all do another round. Walking back inside, doing the whole wiggle, jaw moving. And I'm just I can't believe you did. What do you say? What do you say, man? That's the hardest thing is when you're in these toxic relationships, and I think this is where, and the whole point of this video is when you're in a toxic relationship, it's going to test and it's going to constantly put stress on your sobriety and on your life. And that's why I think it's so important to really, when you do this inventory of yourself, whether you're in AA or a program or whatever, but when you're really looking at your life, really deciding what is good and what is bad, you're almost better off. If you're questioning it and people will do toxic things like this around you, these things that can really set you off to ruin your life again, you gotta get rid of them. Because if they did it once, they're probably gonna do it again, and why take that risk? It's kind of like us as an addict. Well, they're probably not gonna do it again. Just like as an addict, well, this time's gonna be different. I mean, that's all we're doing. And there was other times that she actually had done coke. And I remember she had went out with friends once and she came home and I knew she was so wasted on coke. As far as I know, she probably blew the dealer and had sex with the dealer. I don't blame her, I cheated on her a ton. But she was so high when she got home. We ended up having sex, and I just remember I'd never had sex with somebody who was so high on cocaine as her. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And each time it never really made me want to relapse. It just filled me more with anger and rage. of like, dude, you saw what it did to me. You saw how it ruined us and ruined my life, and like you want to go ruin your life. But you know, it's not my place to do that. It's not my place to dictate that. And that should have been a big, huge warning sign to like end the marriage. I mean, our marriage did end about a year later after that. But I should have ended it then. It would have ended a lot more of the heartaches and headaches. I could have moved on with my life like a year earlier. I will say that was my biggest, like, and I'm curious if anyone else, my biggest regret, like getting sober, was I didn't get out of my toxic relationship sooner. You know, I held on to that relationship because I was really afraid of being alone. I was afraid that nobody wanted me. I was afraid, like I felt like I owed it to her. I was very ashamed. I felt like I owed her a really good life, and I owed her the life that she deserved that I'd kind of taken from her. You know, I felt all of these different things, and it was horrible of me to put her through all that. But I should have owned up and been a man and just left and just been like, hey, we need a divorce. Like, here's the deal. Like, you deserve somebody better. Because it wasn't me, and with that much toxicity and stuff in the past, like no. But I didn't do that, and instead I lost a lot of time. I caused myself a lot of pain. I still hurt others even in the way, and that's not right. And that's a hard thing when it comes to getting sober, how toxic it is even once we get sober. But I remember I looked at that night also, that was a victory that I didn't use, I didn't relapse, but it really opened up my eyes of like, what am I doing and why are we still together? Like, if you really supported me in this, you wouldn't have done that. Like, I'm not looking to be enabled, and you know, you can drink and stuff around me and do all this. She'd smoke weed all the time in front of me and all, but you did my DOC in front of me. Like, you did that one thing that I craved, that I gave my soul to in front of me, and like, I can't believe you did that. And a lot of people I know would have relapsed. I probably would have relapsed easily if it had been less than a year. Like, I had started doing like TikTok at the time, and I really it was starting to really like grow like kind of social media. I literally, social media kind of saved my life in that even aspect, because it was like, you know, I got to focus on this, and I stand for something. I have to stand up for that. But man, it was one of the worst, and it was one of the biggest warning signs. And again, I mean, it just foreshadowed the future that we ended up getting divorced. I ended up leaving, and ended up getting the life that I wanted. I'm very blessed. I don't know where she's at nowadays. I hope for the best of her. She deserves it. What I put her through was not right at all. But again, you also have to be a little bit selfish that, you know, we went to the bowels of hell and we pulled ourselves out of it. We're still alive. Be grateful for being alive and start creating the life that you deserve. That's not being selfish. That's now taking advantage of the life that we created. And in a lot of cases, if you are doubting that relationship, man, at least get with a therapist and come up with a game plan of like, do I do this or not? And you have to really hold yourself accountable to it, because it's so easy for relationships to lead you back to relapse. So I hopefully somebody out there that's this is the sign you were looking for to go, shit, dude, I need to make some changes. And I hope that is the sign. So if you're new to the channel, like I said, hit the like and follow button, comment down below. I share a lot of videos about addiction and mental health. And for the ones getting sober, I'm proud of you. Don't give up. Find what works for you, whether it is going into rehab, inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment. I got Refined Recovery down below. Go download Sunflower Sober. It's on iOS and Google Play. 24-hour support with Sam, the AI sponsor. You have therapists and therapy in there. You have doctors in there. You have a whole community in there. Learn section. There's tools and resources in there. There's so much in there. There's journaling to get sober and stay sober. Go to a doctor, a therapist, a psychiatrist. Get on the right meds. Go to an AA meeting, an NA meeting, an Al-Anon meeting. Go to all the meetings and then some, but don't give up. For the one fighting through every single day, don't give up. It does get better. You are worth it. Keep pushing forward, and believe me, I'm proud of you, because everything around you is going to get better.